Good morning, everybody, from apparently a rainy day in Monaco. Shall I show you this rainy day in Monaco?
Yeah.
This is what it looks like. I mean,
It's gonna rain.
yeah, I can see some clouds over there, but in general, it's been so hot this week. Not to start with the weather chat right away, but it's been so hot this week, and these 2 days were supposed to be gloomy, which I was really looking forward to, so that I don't feel tempted to go out, but I actually get some work done at home, which I will most definitely do. And the reason why I will do that is because my husband Filippo is going on a work trip today. And when he's gone, usually, because he doesn't want to go like out for lunch and dinner, and he's usually the driving force of the relationship, I get to be a little bit more productive. And are you gonna miss me?
So much.
Correct answer.
So I miss you already.
Good.
I miss you already.
Good.
Yeah.
We woke up and he has to do some errands, and I said to him last night, you know what, because you're leaving, I'm gonna go run errands with you in the morning just so we can spend as much time as possible together. So this morning as I woke up, I was like so cozy in bed, and he said, chop chop, you said you're coming with me. So now I have to obviously stick to my word, which I will. So he has to go sign some papers, right?
Yep.
And then
I'm going to Ginevra.
Then he has to go to beach club first because he forgot some things
Yes.
in our little room there.
I did indeed.
Yep.
I did indeed.
And this morning already started a little bit stressful because he also thought that last night we had dinner with friends, and he thought he left his wedding band, but he found it.
I did.
Because sometimes Filippo has a habit of removing his rings to dine, or like not your wedding band though, right?
No, my wedding man never.
But he tends to like play with it and whatnot, and he couldn't find it this morning, and he was like, oh no, I left it in the restaurant, but then he found it in the house. So everything is good and happy and jolly, and I'm gonna bring you guys with us. I'm gonna bring you first to help Filippo run his errands, and then like kind of do my stuff, you know, like tidying and sorting out. Like if you enter my wardrobe, you will see it looks literally like something happened there. It's not a good look.
No.
I have no idea what happened. But what happened?
But baby, that when you walk in, you just throw stuff on the floor. That's what happened.
Really?
Yep.
Do you think so?
I do so. I do know so.
I heard that somewhere here there's like a very good vintage shop. I wonder if it's this one on the left. Look, like vintage jewellery, vintage stuff. Monaco's fairly busy. It's August, so that's to be expected. You can see around a little bit, but it's kind of mainly tourists. First errand of the day done. What we need to do, I need to sign papers. Kind of some sort of like papers that's like to inform the embassy of marriage, because guys, after you get married, it's not so easy. There's still so much paperwork that needs to be done and finalized. And Filippo said, no, I said, okay, I signed the papers. And Filippo said, did you think that like getting married was just like a little bit of a party and that's it? There's still paperwork to do. So that's the current situation. And next errand is getting Filippo's forgotten things from the beach club. I also needed to get something to pick something up in town, but I don't know if we're gonna have time because Filippo has to catch a flight.
You wanna go to Hermes?
I mean, I always want to go to Hermes, but
I was joking. Baby.
you were joking, okay.
Yeah.
Funnily enough, I filmed it. Your little joke. Your little joke was filmed. I think this weekend is actually going to be perfect for tidying house and reorganizing wardrobe and organizing lots of different things and clearing out things that I don't want to bring with me anymore and whatnot. I mean, in the life, because I cannot really get out because on the square, look, it looks very busy. Is it La Vuelta?
It's La Vuelta tomorrow.
Tomorrow. So tomorrow.
No, Saturday.
Saturday.
So the whole city will be closed.
So this weekend we have somewhat of cloudy weather, let's say. I mean, I wouldn't really call it cloudy weather, but okay. We have La Vuelta in Monaco, which means that probably... Do you think the streets will be closed?
No, the whole city will be closed. They told me yesterday.
Yeah?
Yeah. For the car. So you can walk, but basically Saturday you have to stay home, which is no problem.
Yeah, absolutely no problem. I just thought like in case I wanted to go to maybe...
No, you can walk. You can walk around. can walk, baby. We can go.
Supermarket, maybe I need to go or something, you know?
No, but you know, on Saturday, if it's a beautiful day and we go to... I think we should go somewhere, baby, Saturday. You know what we do?
What?
Saturday,
We get a boat.
we go for lunch in Portofino.
Yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
But I need to check how, because you cannot to get a boat. You cannot go to get a boat. It's,
Yeah, I know.
the city is closed. But maybe the city is closed starting from 10 a.m.
Certain time of the day, yeah.
So we need to check
Okay,
that.
we need to, because you know, like this is our first year living in Monaco, and there's so many things that we do not know how they work and how it's gonna be. So we need to figure it out. But I think I'm quite positive we will figure it all out. All the errands done successfully, right? And now Filippo is dropping me off to a matcha spot so I can pick up a takeaway and heading back home, and I'll bring you guys with me because it is my favorite matcha that I've discovered in Monaco so far. I mean, first I thought it was another one, now I realized it's this one, and who knows what more there is to discover, you know? Oh no, is it closed? Looks like it's closed. Oh no, holidays. This is so sad. I think their delivery is still open, so I think I'll try and get a delivery because I'm really loving their matcha. But never mind, it's holidays. That's the thing though, like honestly in August, it's so quiet. There's not much going on. You know that when Filippo's not at home, I'm gonna have to see what I'm gonna eat because normally he's responsible for that, so I asked him to stop at the supermarket quickly. I bought this matcha cocoa because the matcha place was closed.
And?
To be honest,
Yeah.
normally I would never drink this kind of drinks from a can. You know what I mean? Like in terms of like matcha from a can sounds terrible, but it's apparently this company.
Also, can I say that drinking from a can it is anyway awful, whatever is inside.
So anyway, I normally would not drink matcha from a can because I just think that's like not a thing. But I wanted to try this company because this company is like no added sugar, like everything real, everything natural, blah blah blah. And I mean, it's kind of doing it for me right now. Do you need this colirio still? Yeah, maybe you will need it once.
No, throw it away, baby. Come on, yeah.
Okay, let's unpack. I bought some mango for a snack. I bought some sushi for a snack.
Guys, this is my new addiction. My new addiction.
We know. I bought a different cheese. I don't know this cheese, if it's gonna be good or not. I think they gave me a wrong thing.
Yeah, just throw it away.
Baby, look, it says coconut matcha, but it's not.
You, baby. Just throw it away.
It's like,
Don't drink it.
but it's yummy. Okay, so I bought almond butter for the smoothies. I bought different milk for the smoothies. The only problem is we don't have ice, you know, the ice mold, Filippo. I bought this you haven't seen for the house. I bought it like it arrived yesterday. We have Coca-Cola, which we don't drink, but it's for in case someone comes. Fruits, more fruits, cheese, sushi, more cheese for fridge. Because we don't have ice and I want to make a smoothie later, a protein smoothie, what I'm going to do is I'm going to chop a banana into pieces and I'm going to freeze it. And then it's going to be kind of icy. Just one.
Hi guys, I'm taking over Tamara's vlog. Of course she doesn't know, but I want to show you something. Wow, baby, this is very tidy. What do you mean, Filippo? I just want to show my, you know, our friends, my life. Oh, look, questo calzettino. So let's see. We have some empty boxes here. We have a can of matcha, some more boxes, cars. She would, you know, she will never found them, but whatever. Candle, some stuff, another. No, you're doing very well, baby. We're very proud of you. Look at this. You see, guys, here you think that is messy. It's not messy. You don't understand. There is a reason. There is, you know.
I'm in the tidying process. Look.
Baby, say the truth. How many days is this being like that?
2.
Baby, say the truth.
It's been 2 days.
Baby, she meant 2 weeks.
Remember at the beginning of the week you said, wow, we have a bench in this room. I never knew that. Because I tidied it already.
Exactly. And then we have some Noah. Guys, are you taking the supplements? They works. They really, really works. Make an effort. Take it. It's for health. You know, if there is one thing I learned from Tamara, is that to make the machine working properly, you need to take things. I told you already once.
And here's a sneaker peek of the new one.
Wow. I told you already once. Don't be proud if you don't take anything. Okay? Do not be proud.
Because you used to be proud.
Because I used to be one of them. I'm proud because I don't need anything. I feel great. Da, da, da. Bullshit. You need to take magnesium. You need to take iron. You need to take vitamin D.
When are you leaving Filippo? In?
I'm leaving in 1 hour, baby. 1 o'clock I have the pickup.
I'm gonna miss you.
But it's a short one. It's a short one.
And when are you back?
Shorter. I'm back, baby, tomorrow evening.
Yeah?
Yes, yes.
But perfect. Only one night I have to
It's
sleep
only
without
one
you.
night.
That's okay. I will survive. Filippo's gone to Switzerland for work. I'm gonna make myself. Shall I try this almond vanilla or coconut milk? It depends what kind of protein I'm gonna use for the smoothie. Let's see what I have. Guys, please don't tell me that I don't have any protein. I will not be happy with that. I might have to go back to the supermarket to get the vanilla protein because I know for a fact, I thought I bought it, but I don't think I did. Okay, yeah, there's creatine that I'm gonna use. Collagen Glow, no thanks. Okay, I might have to go back to the supermarket to get the vanilla. Thank God I didn't pour anything in this because this is frozen banana going back into the freezer. That was mission very unsuccessful. It's been half an hour since Filippo's left, which means that it took me half an hour to get this room to perfection. I mean, perfection. I still have few things on the beauty table to get sorted, but sometimes like things seem like they're gonna take so long, but they don't because you actually get them done so much faster than you even thought. So if any of you are putting away things, it took me like really no time to tidy besides that, but that's because I want to show you a few things. But before we get on with that, I want to show you, well actually it's going to be a first impression as well. I have a pair of shoes from Gabriela Hearst. It was supposed to arrive together with my other order, but it's here. I don't know if you guys saw last time I've shown you something, and it's a pair of sneakers, like very different to pretty much anything else that I have, but like they're very different to lots of things out there, and I was looking for something a little bit different, so I want to try them on. What I like about them is that they don't actually have laces, but they kind of pretend they do. Can you see that? So they're just like a loafer that looks like a sneaker. You know what I mean? Shall we try them on? And then I think we should go out to get my vanilla protein because I don't have any. Let's try these on. Look at my little slippers that we got in Japan. Okay, so they're true to size, which is great. And actually, I think they'll be perfect for traveling. And I like this green color because, did I just say sorry to the slipper? Yeah, they also go well with my Kelly. So this is like a nice travel little matchy combo, even if I don't like matchy. Sometimes a little touch of matchy, it's okay, it's okay. Okay, definitely not with this dress. So, you know, like try and focus on something different, like a pair of jeans. But yeah, I don't have a pair of sneakers here besides my gym sneakers, so these were quite kind of like came at perfect timing. I'll link them as well to you guys if you want to check them out. I quite think they're cool. So few things that I've recently got, like I recently bought, that are kind of makeup related. Not kind of makeup related, they are all makeup related. I'm not gonna like read out names and stuff so I don't mix things up, but everything will be linked in the description box below, so you guys, if you're interested, you can check it out. I got some creamy eyeshadows. You guys know I love my Armani, where is it? This one, and I wear it a lot, so I wanted to try these as well, and they are quite like an interesting formulation, like creamy, long wear. Look at this. This is what it is, it's long wear. I got two shades. This one's quite dark and chocolatey, and I think it's really good. Then, two lip liners, both by MAC. They still haven't replaced any of my favorites. I wanted to kind of remind myself of how much I liked Whirl back in the days, but it's still a little bit warm for me. And then we have also this one, which is like a bit creamier, and I think for me, being a deep autumn, this can be quite nice. I also got Oldie But Goldie. Look how nude is this lipstick. Just because I have a lot of dark lipsticks, But then sometimes I want to add something nude, and this is just for like when I want to make like a little bit of an ombre effect on the lips. This now looks crazy, but all blended in with something else can look really nice. Let me try it. Look at this. It can look really, really nude and chef's kiss. Okay, love it. I got a few blushes, I think. Yes, this is the first time I'm trying the House Labs. Again, got it for my season, for my color season. I wanted to get something that I think would suit well my coloring. But the thing is, no, I do think I equally well suit peaches and pinks. So I don't know, like, what do you guys think? As an autumn, deep autumn, is this the blush color I should be using? I have a lot of favorite liquid blushes, like especially from NARS, from Wonderskin, from Rhode. But I wanted to try like this as well, like powdery version. So let's see. Also based on my color analysis, let's call it, I got this one from YSL Beauty. Look how beautiful and deep. Shall I try it on so you guys can see as well? I mean, I will go to that supermarket looking crazy. Just here on top a little bit. I also got this creamy stick one, which is actually really luscious and neutral. Can you see? But then I haven't quite figured out how to use this. Maybe it needs to be just, I don't know. We're gonna need to play with it. And I also got another MAC one, which is, they're all very, very, very similar tones. Just for general overview, this is what I got. And I think I might like this one even the most of them all. All right, then I got, this is by my nightstand. I got this Ole Henriksen Dewtopia 5% acid firming night cream. It says it hydrates, firms, and reduces the look of dark spots, fine lines, and wrinkles with AHAs and aldehyde cell cultures extract, hydrate, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, I saw AHA 5%, and I was like, I need like a nice little acid resurfacing, pigmentation fighting overnight moisturizer. I really love it. It smells kind of lemony, very soft, very nice on the face, and I like waking up with the glow. You can see like a bit more glow on my forehead, especially like after spending time in the sun. It feels great. I got that as well in case you're interested. I've been quite enjoying the Ole Henriksen products. And then I wanted to try the new House Labs Lick Lacquers. So these are those products. I don't know if you guys saw much about this product. I'm gonna show you. I got two shades. I don't know which shade's gonna be good for me. Let's see. Well, I have something on my lips now. I'm gonna remove what's on my lips now. Give me a second, just to make it a little bit juicy. Right. Now this, apparently, like this new product that stays on your lips, shiny, and does not transfer or glide off. You can eat, you can drink, you can do whatever. It's literally like nail polish, but for your lips. I saw it from Andrea Ali. Like she did some content with it. She's like my makeup goddess. I literally trust her with everything because she does the best job. So you apply it, okay? And then no smacking, no closing your lips. Sorry if I talk weirdly, but I want to show you a little experiment. I don't have a fan. This is not fanning. Now I think it's dry. I don't know. But apparently, look at this. There's no transfer. Wait, look at this in the live moment, okay? Ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay, there's a bit of transfer, like very tiny amount of transfer. Can you see? Because I probably didn't wait long enough for it to dry off. But anyway, to cool off. But this lasts on your lips for a long time like this, which I think is quite insane. My battery died on the vlogging camera, so now you can see it like this. This is supposed to stay all day long like this, and I think that's very impressive. So shall we put it to test? I will link below the exact shade that I got on my lips and the product so you guys can check it out if you're interested. Okay, several hours later, as you can see, it's dark, I'm in bed. I'm gonna start my evening routine looking after myself. If you can hear like a sound, the Shark LED mask is not for people who are bothered by the sound, but actually the sound can be switched off. Just have to wait a bit and it will go off. What's producing the sound is the like cooling patches. They're like cooling eye patches in here. I don't know if you can see them, but that's what's producing the sound because it takes a lot of energy to cool the patches. If you use it without it, it doesn't have any sound, but I normally use it with the cooling pads, so hence the sound. Though I switched it off now, yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna do that. Then I'm gonna do like a deep skincare routine, because after summer holidays, my skin tends to get a little bit like tired, I would say, every now and then. I need a nice little hydrofacial. I need good skincare. That's the plan for tonight. The moment I stopped filming, the sound stopped. So you can now compare. This is the no sound, as you can see. Tomorrow, Filippo's arriving like tomorrow, I think like in the evening-ish. So tomorrow I'm gonna still like finish off some things, like do some stuff. I have a lot of work to do, so I'll update you guys as well and bring you together. Good morning. How is everybody doing? I hope you're all wonderful. I actually was filming some TikToks, which is why I am fully dressed right now. So let me position you somewhere while I just tidy tiny little bit the TikTok bits. Like, it looks like I'm just tidying this whole video. The room is not tidy. Like, it's tidy. It's not how it was. There's just like a few things on the aisle that I want to remove because I want to have a nice weekend. While filming TikToks, I put on these jeans, and the truth is that everything around me right now in my closet is quite summery, like with few little exceptions. Maybe I have few things in the other closet that are wintry, which I know you would be surprised, but in this house I still have another closet where I place some things. So I was styling these shoes. I've shown you these shoes, right? How beautiful are they? I don't know if I can find them anywhere online because they were so sold out and so difficult to get, but I love them. Well, anyway, that being said, I need to go and check out what I have in my autumn closet, because like, okay, let me tell you how it works. Like, for example, with Magda Buttram, when I see the new collection, and I usually see it at like fashion week and stuff, already on the day, even if it's like, it's February, right? And we're heading into spring, but I already make my order for the next winter. Like what I'm gonna want and what I'm gonna shop, I already shop in February, believe it or not. I know it's quite hard to believe, but it's the fact. By the way, I also really love this Prada Bunny bag. It's like a perfect bag for running errands, or like doing things, or just like a day-to-day, whatever. Anyway, I make my orders, and then the orders start arriving as soon as they are available for purchase, so when they're produced. And usually, like for autumn winter, things start already being produced in like July, August, which sounds a bit weird, but that's how the fashion works. So long story short, my order started arriving already sometimes in July, and obviously I was not gonna put like trench coats in my wardrobe because I was packing to go on my honeymoon or to get married or whatever. So what I've done is I've placed it in my temporary autumn closet, though my full autumn winter stuff, I would say right now, well, everything is pretty much located in Milan. I know I've shown you this necklace before, and I know it's end of the summer, and this is like a very, very summery kind of thing, but this goes with every outfit, and it's so beautiful and so inexpensive. If you're interested in something like this, I don't know if this is available, but I'll check if it is, and I'll put a QR code here so you guys can check it out, and you know, maybe you can enjoy it. I'm tidying this up. I have some of my more autumn acquisitions. I'm gonna go check out what else I have. I'm gonna remove myself from these jeans because honestly it's like really, really hot outside, but I was filming a TikTok video. I also want to film autumn trends. Would you guys like to see that video, like trends for autumn or something like that? If the answer is yes, let me know in the comments below. I always love filming trends videos. I actually have quite a few ideas on what I would like to film. That's the main plan. So let's finish up here and let's see what else I have in the other closet, because I also have some packages that were arriving and I was just placing it there because I was a little bit lazy to organize it. This is so poorly organized and it's just poor, full stop, that I don't even know what I have in here. Okay, so I have my Mugler look because it's quite thick. This is my new Magda. Oh, I love this. By the way, you find out here what I got. I love this jacket so much. Soon gonna be time for this. What is this? Oh my god, this is the Burgundy Lily silk blazer, but it's a little bit thick. And then I have something else from Magda in here. This is the trench coat. Okay, the trench coat. All right. In this closet, I have my wedding dress. And I don't know what I'm gonna do with my wedding dress, you guys. Can someone please tell me what do people normally do with their wedding dresses? And like, it's not only that I have one, I have three, basically. One of my dresses I wanted to wear was my mom's wedding dress because it was really, really, really beautiful. But sadly, my mom lost her wedding dress in the war. So obviously I could not wear my mom's wedding dress. And one thing that I've never said anywhere is that my mom's dress had some crochet detailing on it as well. And my Friday welcome, that was going to be like the dress that I wear on my Friday welcome event. But I anyway knew one of my dresses was going to be Magda dress. So I ended up having like a crochet dress on Friday, which I think is one of the most beautiful dresses in the whole entire world. So now I have all these dresses and I don't know what people normally do with their wedding dresses. I want to keep it also hopefully for my daughter, if I have a daughter one day or something like that, but I genuinely like, I don't know what to do until then. Just keep it here, I guess. I think this is Filippo's suit. Wedding suit, yes it is. Okay, so this is the wedding stuff, and then here I have some of the things that I got from my friend Ronnie KOBO, and I'm gonna bring this with me to the spring wardrobe because I think some of these things will actually be quite useful now. Oh, there are actually quite a few pieces as it seems. If I'm honest, there's nothing nicer than the beginning of the weekend, kind of like sunset on Friday night, just sitting knowing that I had like a very, very, very productive day. But I'm not there quite yet. I still have few things to do in order to be like, shuts the laptop, closes, what's the saying? Slams the laptop shut until Monday. Not quite usually my case, but I just had like over an hour long team meeting. Was very, very, very productive because getting ready for the fashion month, so many things to go through. Like we're kind of back from holidays, you know, summer was great and all, but it's time to also lock in. You know, what's stopping you from locking in? Like there's always something stopping us from locking in sometimes. Not always, but I always loved the lock-in feeling. You know the feeling when you're about to get like into the exam period? In the UK, it's a very, very big thing. Like you kind of start locking in from Easter break. Maybe when you're back from Easter break, you really lock in, you're going to library every single day, and then obviously like you ace your exams in June and you're done and you can enjoy whole of the summer. I love that feeling of locking in. So right now we're locking in and like putting good systems in place so that we can have like really great fashion month. But that being said, when I came, I didn't really show you the dresses that I opened up and like unpacked because I went straight into the team call. So let me show you the dresses now. I also think then when I like finish this vlog and stuff, I'll truly start enjoying the weekend, though I have some other things to film on the weekend and I'm actually very excited about that. Do we start here? Yes. Alrighty, what do we have? I just opened this, so dress number one. I'm not gonna try it on, but this is definitely my color. This can be like quite a cute one for the summer. I'll link all of these pieces below. I want to like decide what I want to wear these days now that we still have like last few days of summer, because of course Filippo's coming back. He's already on his way back from his work trip. And as you guys know, for sure he's going to want to go to beach club tomorrow, right? That man just loves it. So, okay, I also love this dress because this is quite my color. I love this style of Ronnie KOBO dresses because they're very, very flattering. Now, I needed a dress the other night. We had a dinner with friends and I felt like I've already worn all of my dresses multiple times to the same restaurant probably as well, but this would have been great. And I love this color. Short sleeve, a little mini turtleneck, and then ruched in front and on the back. Love it. Ooh, I just love the ruched things, you know? One shoulder, ruched, kind of mid-length. Not a maxi, midi. I also love it. This can be also very nice. Like the green one also could be very nice, like a wedding guest dress, by the way. The next thing is definitely not a wedding guest appropriate, and you will see 100%. It's a jumpsuit. I love it. Okay, so open back kind of looks like it's suit pant and a vest, but actually it's all one piece. Can you see it? I feel like trying it on now, but I want to see everything that's in here so that I can, you know, prioritize. Oh, this next item seems really good. What is this? Oh my god, I wanted this. Wait. Is it the balloon pants? Yes. Okay, I'm gonna try this on right away. It's a jumpsuit, also open back, more of an evening, but like balloon kind of pant bottom. And I love this around the neck bit. Obviously, I need to steam all of these bits. Then we have another dress. This is the brown version of the green one, okay? So it comes in brown and in green. Wow, she sent me a lot of stuff. Let's try on this one. I want to try on this one right away. Look at this item. I'm actually really loving this. It's so cool, has pockets. I obviously need to steam it, but it's like balloon pant. What do you say? I love this. I really need to steam this, but I think it's so beautiful and so chic as well. Okay, I think this is really my color and it's so beautiful. And this, like for people who are pregnant also will be great because you can be really pregnant. You can be like 9 months pregnant if you want to wear this dress because there's so much space. Or you can just have like a really, really big plate of pasta, big necklace, like a Roman necklace. You know what I mean? So chic. This also could be like a wedding dress. Look, it depends what kind of wedding we're talking about. Like I'm thinking like a bit of like a shabby, elegant Tuscan wedding. Okay, I think I have a favorite. How beautiful is this? There's like an internal body that like really keeps you snatched. And also you can arrange this ruching as you wish. I like it going a little bit over here, you know? I think it's really, really beautiful. Wow. It's gorgeous, this dress. Wow. Pair of heels. This is a nice dinner look. I got a little bit tired of trying things on, like I said, which is a great thing to get tired of, right? But what I wanted to say is I wanted to go to the gym because like whenever I don't go to the gym, I feel like I'm not really as energized as when I go to the gym, but it's always like so much more fun to go with Filippo. So tomorrow we're gonna go. He's coming home. I think he's coming home in around 2 hours. I was filming like a little watch TikTok today, so I took off all my jewelry and watches, which is, yeah, random. I actually wanted to say something. So I have a lot of homework to do, which is not something you hear me say a lot, right? Probably not on this channel because I'll be very honest, okay? I cannot cook, we know that, you know that. Probably at some point in my life I will learn because every single woman in my lineage is an incredible chef, literally. Like my sister, she can make anything and everything, like, and she's so good at it. My mom, I can't even tell you, my mom makes everything. Like obviously from like standard mom things that like a Slavic mom make, like pita and sarma and everything. She also does like ajvar, turshia. She does like the most insane jams and cakes and things, and she makes it all for the winter, even though like she ends up like just giving it around to like friends and like whatever, because you know it's not like a full house anymore for children to eat it in a way, but she still does it every single Christmas, every single winter, ruska salata, whatnot. I'm kind of like an odd one out when it comes to cooking, but I'm okay with that. However, when it comes to like home chores, I am very privileged because I have help, and I've spoken about this before. I feel like women get shamed for getting help at home or getting help with, I don't know, like their children or whatever. And I think like, if I'm very honest, I don't think there's a right way or wrong way to do things. I think there's your way or my way or someone else's way, and maybe someone chooses to get help at home but to get a job, or someone would rather be doing everything at home and not have a job, and maybe someone likes to do both things. And as long as people are happy, I think, and you're not harming anyone, I don't understand why should anybody be ashamed of having help or not having help. And I speak about this a lot because I think like women get shamed, like men don't get shamed for anything, but like of course women get shamed for like getting help or for not getting help or for working or for not working or for whatever, which I just think like is such a bizarre thing, which is why I like to talk about it on social media, because I feel like I want to remove the stigma from like this whole situation. Like, why should it be wrong getting help at home? I have a lot of help at home and I'm so happy with it because I can focus my time on working or spending time with my partner or taking care of myself or like going to the gym and not like doing laundry, for example. But not right now, because right now I have to do the laundry. And obviously it's August and our beloved housekeeper is on holidays. What that means that I'm doing the laundry, and actually you will be surprised, but I'm really enjoying it and I'm really good at it. I think I can do several loads and I really enjoy it, and I enjoy then taking the laundry out of the washing machine. I really enjoy that. I don't enjoy, what do I not enjoy when it comes to house chores? I think like Changing the bed sheets, I don't enjoy. And I don't enjoy, even vacuuming can be okay. But in general, what I really, really, really enjoy is the laundry. I love doing the laundry. I love having fresh laundry. Even the steaming, I don't mind. Sometimes you enjoy things because you don't really have to do them. It's just like a paradox of what we are. Like, you know, when you are a student, you don't enjoy reading books because you have to read those books that the teacher imposes on you to read, right? But then when you graduate and you willingly pick that book, it doesn't feel as bad anymore because you're not forced to do it. So there's a lot of kind of stuff, right? Like someone's life might seem more appealing or different because it's different to what we do, but actually, you know, it's a whole philosophy of the world and how we are made as humans, which I often think about because I think it's quite interesting that I would rather do, for example, a batch of laundry, like 2 loads in a day, than, I don't know, like try on several dresses or do something that I kind of do as part of my job anyway, just because of a little bit novelty. And it's like so ridiculous to even talk about this topic because obviously like I am aware of the huge privilege that I have because I have a lot of help, but I also am very much aware that people don't often talk about this because they get shamed. And that's one thing that I have done since the beginning of this channel. I think like it's always been the same on my channel. I always wanted to show beautiful things that I strive to, like luxury things. I never hid the luxury on this channel because I always was very open with you guys since day one on how much I loved a designer bag or a pair of shoes, or even while I still had my job as a pharmacist, I would like save money for like a designer bag. You guys know that, it's tailors all this time. I've said it many different times, and I think that's why I managed to build such an incredible community, because since day one it has always been the same thing, and you guys kind of like hopped on if you had interest in that. If you didn't have interest in that, you were like, okay, I don't care about this girl, who is she, goodbye, which is also okay. But when you have interest, you kind of get attracted by the same things, and I think like that's why I managed to attract such an incredible online family of you guys, because I always said how it was. I never hid that I liked nice things, or that I had help at home, or that I didn't like to cook, or that, you know, whatever it was, I was always very honest with you. You guys know how messy I am. You guys know how type B I am. You guys know what I like, what I dislike. And because of that, I managed to attract somewhat like people who know me very well, and like now we're friends. And I think about that a lot. And I know this is also gonna sound a little bit weird, but the community that I have here on YouTube, where I can come and sit and open up and tell you honestly how things are in my life. Some people will say like, what about your privacy? Why don't you keep some things for yourself? Because I have an online community that are my friends, and I don't understand why would it be like a private thing for me to share how my day was. Because in all honesty, yes, I think privacy is very special and very important, but this is for me like my online diary. And I, even if this would not be my job, and I've said it many times on this channel and on every single platform of mine, I would still not stop doing it. And it's so funny because I used to write that on my blog. So blog was the first platform that I ever had, which many of you will know. And I used to write that blog was my job, right? Like I didn't really do YouTube, I didn't have Instagram, it was early days. So I was making money on the blog. And I would say blog is my passion. I love blog. And even one day, if it wouldn't be my job and if I wouldn't make money with it, I would still do it. And it's so easy to say that, but not to actually do it, right? Because many people have done that. They stop blogging because nobody's really paying blogs anymore. So there are no sponsored blogs. Like if you go on my blog, we do at least like, I publish at least 3 or 4 blog posts a week, and none of them are sponsored. Like it's just blogs that, you know, are there because of the passion. And I don't really know many people that have actually kept their blogs because they stopped making money with blogs, so they stopped blogging. But it's truly my passion. Like social media truly is my passion. I truly enjoy coming on here, speaking to you guys, or making a blog post or writing a text for Substack or filming a TikTok, I actually enjoy it. So yes, I'm not making money with the blog anymore for like years now. Not like since recently, for years, but I'm still writing blog posts. So if you need more of a proof how much of a passion you guys are to me, I don't know how to prove it anymore. But yeah, I think I'm gonna wrap this blog here because I need to go do the laundry to finalize it before my husband comes home, and there's something beautiful in that. I don't know what it is, but I'm happy about it. Thank you so much for watching this one. I hope you enjoyed it somewhat. It was a bit of like a random everything, and I will see you in my next one. Don't forget that in 5 days time we're launching a new Noah product, so make sure to follow Noah on Instagram, and if you would like to be the first to know what the product will be, the QR code will be here, so you can scan it and you can put your details if you want to. We will not spam you, we don't spam, but if you want to know what the new product is, we'll let you know first. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye guys.